Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Movie Talk. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite actors of all time. So let's get started. Number 10, Phillip Seymour Hoffman. Drawn to theater as a teenager, Hoffman studied acting at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts. He began his career in 1991 with an episode of Law & Order and started to appear in films in 1992. He gained recognition for his supporting work, mostly in Scent of a Woman, Twister, Boogie Nights, Happiness, Patch Adams, The Big Lebowski, Magnolia, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Almost Famous, Punch Drunk Love, and Along Came Polly. Even some amazing leading roles such as Charlie Wilson's War, Doubt, and The Master. Unfortunately, his life was cut short when he passed away in 2014 at the age of 46. Number 9, Robin Williams. Getting his start performing stand-up comedy in San Francisco and Los Angeles during the mid-1970s and rose to fame for playing the alien Mork in the sitcom Mork and Mindy. He was known for his incredible improv skills and the wide variety of memorable voices he created. After his first starring film role in Popeye, Williams starred in many successful films such as Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poet Society, Awakenings, Jumanji, Hook, Patch Adams, 1 Hour Photo, Aladdin, Good Will Hunting, The Birdcage, Mrs. Doubtfire, and the Night of the Museum trilogy, and many, many more. He passed away in 2014 at the age of 63. Number 8. Al Pacino. In a career spanning over 5 decades, Pacino's film debut came at the age of 29 with a minor role in Me, Natalie in 1969. Received wide acclaim and recognition for his breakthrough role as Michael Corleone in the Godfather trilogy. Starring in many other great films such as Dog Day Afternoon, Serpico, Scarface, Carlito's Way, Donnie Brasco, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and many, many more. He's still working today at the age of 80. Number 7, John Travolta. He rose to fame during the 1970s, appearing on the television series Welcome Back, Kotter, and starring in the box office success Saturday Night Fever, Grease, and Urban Cowboy. Through the 1980s, his acting career declined, but made a major comeback with a role in 1994's Pulp Fiction. Gotta respect the pulp. Since then, he has starred in films such as Look Who's Talking, Get Shorty, Broken Arrow, Face Off, Swordfish, Be Cool, Wild Hogs, Taking a Felon 1, 2, 3, The Fanatic, and many more. He is still working today at the age of 66. Number 6, Jack Nicholson. In a career spanning more than 60 years, Nicholson is known for playing a wide range of starring and supporting roles, including comedy, romance, horror, and drama. His most known and celebrated films include Little Shop of Horrors, Easy Rider, 5 Easy Pieces, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, Terms of Endearment, The Shining, Batman, As Good as It Gets, The Departed, and many more. In 2010, he starred in a movie called How Do You Know, and it flopped. Rumors went around for years that he retired from acting. He hasn't returned to a role since. He's currently 83 years old. Number 5, Joaquin Phoenix. As a child, Phoenix started acting in television with his brother River and sister Summer. His first major film role was in 1986's Space Camp. During the mid-90s to early 2000s, he received positive reviews for his supporting work in To Die For and Quills. He received wider attention for his performance in films such as Gladiator, Walk the Line, and The Master. In 2010, his mockumentary, I'm Still Here, sparked controversy, had everyone believing he was retiring from acting to pursue a hip-hop career. From 2012 onward, he's been very choosy about his roles, usually sticking to indie films. In 2019, he won his first Oscar for playing the clown prince of crime himself, Joker. A role of a lifetime of a movie that will stand the test of time for many years to come. He's still working today at the age of 45. Number 4, Robert De Niro. Getting his start in acting in low-budget films and TV shows in the 60s and 70s, his first big role was in Mean Streets in 1973, starting a collaboration like no other with director Martin Scorsese. De Niro appears in many great films over the next almost 5 decades, such as The Godfather Part 2, Raging Bull, The King of Comedy, Taxi Driver, New York, New York, Goodfellas, Casino, Cape Fear, The Irishman, Once Upon a Time in America, and many more. He's still working today at the age of 76. Number 3, Fred Gwynne. Definitely one of the more underrated actors on this list. In 1954, he made his first cinematic appearance playing in an uncredited role by the name of Slim in the Oscar-winning film On the Waterfront, opposite Marlon Brando. In the early 60s, he made his big break on national television in the hit TV show Car 54, Where Are You?, and an even bigger role eventually as Herman Munster in The Munsters. After the show canceled, he did small roles from the 70s to the 90s in films such as The Cotton Club, My Cousin Vinny, and Pet Sematary. He passed away in 1993 at the age of 66. Number 2, Jim Varney. This guy is my freaking idol. Hands down. Getting his start doing stand-up comedy until getting his big break doing local commercials from his hometown as everyone's favorite neighbor, Ernest. The character was so popular, Disney wanted to make Ernest movies, such as Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to School, Ernest Rides Again, Ernest Scared Stupid, Slam Dunk Ernest, Ernest Goes to Africa, and Ernest in the Army. And even a 13-episode television show. Hey Vern, it's Ernest. He had other roles, but 90% of the time, he was typecasted. In 1995 to 1999, he voiced Slinky Dog in Toy Story 1 and 2. He passed away in 2000 at the age of 50. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, Tom Hanks, and Kurt Russell. And number 1 is John Cazale. I bet you're probably thinking right now, who? Exactly. Listen up. He is a very underrated and unappreciated actor of the 20th century. He got his start in the theater in the late 50s and early 60s. He got his big supporting role as Fredo in The Godfather Parts 1 and 2. He only appeared in 5 films throughout the 70s, and each one of them won the Academy Award. Those films being The Godfather Part 2, Dog Day Afternoon, The Conversation, and The Deer Hunter. He passed away in 1978 at the age of 42, a few months before the release of his final film. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 video, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you want some ATV merch, I'll be sure to put the link in the description below, and now I'll see you guys next time on ATV.